All right, the purpose of this video is to show you what a section view is and how to use Fusion 360 to do a section view. So I'm going to open the tab up and take a look at it. You are already on Edpuzzle, so you already know that this is what we're doing. I'm going to use this assignment right here just to kind of page through and show you what a section view is. A section view is a way to see inside of an object when you can't see details from the outside. So a section view, if you took an apple and you want to know what it looks like on the inside, you would take a knife and you would slice straight down through the top of the apple. And if you did that, you would get this. This is considered a section view. It's what the inside would look like, and you would take a knife and cut straight through it, and you'd peel the front away, and then you can see what's on the inside. We do this all the time in the medical community with CT scans and MRIs and those kinds of things, where you'll have a source and it'll start at your feet and it'll go all the way up through your body, and as it goes all the way up through your body, it's going to be taking multiple pictures all the way through, and then a doctor can kind of scan through your body and see things that they normally wouldn't be able to see from the outside. So this is what an image looks like. This would be a brain, a section view of a brain from the top. This is a section view of the brain from the back. This is a section view of the brain from the side. Very, very useful to be able to do that. This is what it looks like when you do a section view in Fusion 360. And there normally is a little bit of an assignment that goes along with this that we would do down here. And instead of having you guys do it, I'm just going to show it to you because it's a good way to show you how a section view is and what it looks like and how it plays out. So I opened up that drill bit part already on Fusion 360, so I had it ready to go. And it's really easy to do a section view, which is why I don't really think we need to do the assignment part of it, at least not the part that's on Fusion 360. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here under the Inspect tab because I want to inspect this. I want to see it closer. And when I do that, I'm going to go all the way down to Section Analysis and click on it. Now what that does is it gives me a little box where I have to select a plane. That plane can be any plane you have. It can be a flat surface on the top. It can be a flat surface on the side. It can be this flat surface right here. Or if I want to, I can try to grab one of those original planes, the origin planes, but right now it's like they're inside of the object. So if I zoom out on that object, then I could grab one of those planes easily. And I'm going to grab this XY plane just for the fun of it. So I'm clicking right there. And once I do that, I'm going to zoom back in, and now I can move this plane all the way out of my object. And if I want to see what the inside looks like, I just simply move the plane to any point and I can see what that looks like. So a detail view, a section view of this piece about halfway through would look like this. If you were drawing it, it would look like this. You would draw this part that has these crazy lines through it like this. You wouldn't be able to see these parts because you're only looking at the part that's in the plane. That's it. No other part. So it'd be kind of like a really weird looking letter M if that's what we're doing. If I went a little bit further with that, back to about here, well, now it looks like the legs of some kind of guy or something. And if I go further through, that's what the section view would look like. I am going to cancel that section view because I can do a section view from a different orientation. If I inspect and go down to Section Analysis, I could click this plane down here, or since this one's flat on the top, I can just click that one. And then I can do the same thing and do a section view in this direction. You can do a section view really in any direction that you want to. Even once I have this plane, I can do the section view in any direction. I'm just going to go through that one more time so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's kind of cool. I like doing it. But one of the things that's neat is I can take this plane and I can turn it. And now I can do a section view through this way. and I can come back. And I'm going to turn that off. I don't need this part anymore. I've kind of shown you what a section view looks like. It would be interesting to do a section analysis on this front plane, only because it's got the name part to it down there. So if I wanted to see what that looked like, if I can get my mouse in the right spot here and scoot out, you can kind of see a little bit of what that section view looks like. If I can get it right in the right spot where it's, you know, just my name. But you get the idea. Something very useful for a section view would be when you're doing something like this block assignment. If I want to do a section view on this one, I can inspect and go down to section analysis and click the front of the box and push this in to the point to where I get to where my holes are. And this is a great example of a section view. When you see these slots, this is where solid material is. It's kind of a hole where the screws go through. Great example of what a section analysis would look like. I'm going to keep that on my screen because I might come back to that in just a second. There is a handwritten assignment that you are supposed to do for this one. That handwritten assignment looks a little something like this. I'm going to grab my screen here and turn on my webcam because the only way to do this handwritten assignment so you guys can see it is to go old school and get my webcam out. If I were in class, this is exactly what I would be doing. And there you go. Perfect. I mean, that looks great. I'm going to do this first one for you. We're supposed to do a section view of this. And the section view that we're supposed to do is almost as if somebody has taken a tool and cut straight through this plane and then peeled that part away. So we call that section AA. We're going to take the front of that off. So in essence, I'm going to be coming right through this part right here and rip the front of it off. Now, what I did in order to facilitate doing this a little bit better is I took a look at, and I want to see if I got like a blue pen here instead of a, yeah, that'll work a little better. A blue pen will show up a little nicer, I think. I took the time already to take all the really important details of this one and make really light construction lines down. So any really important detail, I kind of project it over. So like, for example, when I start this drawing, I want to start from the most important part, which is going to be like right here. That is the edge of this box on the top and the edge of this box. And what I do is I start right there and I kind of talk about, you know, like, okay, I'm going to scoot over, I'm going to walk from, oh, you can't quite see that where I'm pointing. There we go. I'm going to start right here. Right there is that point right there. And what I do is I kind of walk, and when I get here, it drops off. It's like, I fell off a cliff. So I need to somehow show that. I'm walking. When I get right here, I'm going to fall off the cliff. So the question is, how far down do I fall when I fall off the cliff? And when I fall off the cliff, I'm going to fall down onto that step right there. And so that step, if I kind of follow that line over as carefully as I can, is right there. So that line over and that line down. So what I have so far is my path looks like this. I've walked, and then I fell down to there. And then I'm going to continue walking, and when I walk, I'm going to get to that ledge, so I got to find out where that is. It looks like that is right there, because I can see where it is right here. And I'm going to go down to here, and I can see where it is right here. So I'm going to put that in. Walk, boom. And then I can see, once I'm there, that I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Because that's a hole that goes all the way through. All the way down to the bottom. So this is solid material. Which is why we put these hash marks on it like this. Because that's where there's actually material there. Back here back here, there's no material there. So there's nothing there as I continue through. I'm on the ground here somewhere, and I wish you could see that better. On the one that you have to do, it's easier to see. But when I walk, eventually I'm going to get to the other side of this. So I walked to here, I fell down. I walked to here, I fell down. Eventually I'm going to get here. And when I get to that point right there, that's when I've walked all the way across that hole. And then I'm going to come back up. I'm going to come back up to this level. I'm going to come back up to this level here. And that level right there, if I look very carefully, is right here. So I walked, fell, walked, fell. I walked across the bottom of the hole, and now I'm climbing back up, boom. And I got all the way back up. And then I'm going to walk across that surface right there until I get to that edge. Walk across that surface right there until I get to that edge. And then I fall off again. Boom. And that is solid material that I would be walking over. Now that doesn't mean I don't want some other lines in here, because I got to show some of the other contour that exists. Like, it's not solid right at my section line, right there. But on the top, let's see, it goes over to about here. This box exists on the top all the way across. There's material back there, but it's not at my section view. So I kind of box it in like that. I'll show you an example. I told you I was going to go back to that fusion picture. Where the solid material is where you have your hash marks. There's still some stuff back there, and it's still outlined. See, it's still outlined when you're looking at a section view. You can still see that there was a box. You know, I walked along the solid, fell off. I walked along, I fell off. I walked across the bottom, I climbed back up. You just don't shade it in, but somehow you got to show that that's still there. And that's what I'm doing in my drawing right now, is that I'm showing that that stuff is still there when I'm doing that part. And the same thing is true over here. Even though I fell off right here, there's still some stuff going on there. And that's one where this gets a little bit weird. I'm just going to draw that in kind of like that. Just show this area over here. And this is a section view for that particular object. Like this is what you would turn in. If I had it in Fusion 360 and I pulled the section line back to this point, this is what it would look like. This would be pink, and then you'd see those outlines for those shapes behind it. This is not an easy skill when you're doing it for the first time. So your homework in class today is to do this. It's on the other side. That's your homework. And then if you finish that, you can do anything else for the course that you don't have done. And if you finish that, you can just basically use it as a study hall. All right.